Hey everyone, welcome to PHENOMSOUND. For today's video, I've cooked my favorite type of dubstep, the melodic BROSTEP. And here I've made a drop which is pretty much based on just one single dubstep growl, and it sounds like this. This FL Studio project is available on my Patreon page, as well as all of the Serum presets and samples from it. Also, there is a huge library of music production content from all of my previous tutorials that might help you with making music. Also, you might want to check my Serum preset pack called Cyber Die. There are a lot of heavy tear-out, rhythm, neuro basses, melodic BROSTEP basses, and a lot of stuff that might be useful to you. Doesn't matter which type of EDM music you are making. So make sure to check it out. The link is in the description of this video. And here's the particular sound that we are going to synthesize today. So without any post-processing, it sounds like this. We will get to it a bit later. And let's start from scratch. This sound is based on the retro speaking wavetable from the wobble section. Really love this one. Move the level all the way down and drag the automation to it. Set the wavetable position at 23 and automate it, setting it at 27. Make the automation look like this. Drag this point over here and round it up a bit. Set the octave to -2 and enable the second oscillator. This one is going to be the YOI 64. It is quite similar wavetable. Set the octave to +1 and the semitone at 7. Why I'm doing this is to add more harmonies to the sound. Since we are going to FM from B on the first oscillator, let's move the level down. We don't need any output from this oscillator. And FM from B over here. Set it at 70. Drag the automation to it and set it at -52. So currently this initial wavetable of the first oscillator is being modulated using the wavetable of the second oscillator. And if I play, for example, the E note, it's E for the first oscillator, but for the second it's the 7 notes up, which is B. So FMing from the oscillator with different note adds more harmonies to the original wavetable and obviously makes this sound more melodic by playing 2 notes at the same time. For example, if we set this second oscillator to 0, we will get something like this. But which is quite boring. Let's bring it back. So now it's E and it's B at the same time, which is crucial for BROSTEP basses. Okay, nice. Let's go ahead and enable the sub. Set the octave to -2 and automate the level. Like this. And we are going to be using the Sim Mic Bleed noise, which I really like. Set the noise pitch at 65. And automate the level. Awesome, let's add a filter. My personal favorite for this type of sounds is the high notch 12. Set the cutoff at 15 Hz. And automate it, setting it at 45. Set the resonance at 15%. And the automation at 60. Set the drive at 30. And the frequency at 90%. Drag the automation to it and set it at -60. Awesome. It starts yawing, but we want some more. Let's go ahead and go to the Effects tab, enable the hyperdimension to add more room to the sound, set the size at 5% and the mix at 10%. Then we are going to use the flanger to add some more movement and more room. Set the mix at 40. Then we are going to compress it using the multiband compression. Set the gain at 15 decibel. The high frequencies compression at 60. The mids at 110. And the lows at 70. And finally, let's add some more talking using the EQ. Switch to the peak on both bands. Set the frequency at 55. Automation at 30. And the gain at 9.5 decibel. Set the Q at 50%. Now we have a bit more movement on the low mids. And let's go ahead and add some high frequency movement. Set the gain at -14 decibel and set the frequency at 155 Hz. Automate it using the second LFO. Let's make it look like this. And set different rate speeds on both oscillators. This one is the half bar and this one is quarter. We are doing so to add more variety to the sound. Check this out. Let's see if we set the same rate speed. It sounds quite boring and just simple yo, yo, yo. While making different rate speeds makes it much more interesting. Awesome, we are done on the Serum side. I'm making this sound mono. By the way, I also prefer to set it to legato for this type of sounds. Play some nice, interesting melodies. And here I have the OTT compressor. To make this sound louder, I'm setting the downwards compression at 15% and reducing some heights and a bit of the mids and lows. Then I'm cutting the low frequencies and some of the sharp frequencies over here. And limiting it using the maximizer. So it sounds like this. But also I have the second instance of exactly the same sound, which is set to stereo, and it sounds like this. I'm cutting some of the mid frequencies and adding the frequency shifter to avoid phasing with the original mono sound and to add some more movement to the sound. So together they sound like this. Then I'm adding a fat sub to get this kind of sounding. Also, I have some stuff going on my mastering channel. Without all of the mastering plugins, it sounds like this. I'm adding the OTT compressor, which is helping to glue all of the sounds together, put everything on its place, and then I'm EQing it, removing some of the mud and high frequency sharpness. And adding a stereo imager, making all of the frequencies below 3000 Hz a bit more narrow. To make the mix a bit cleaner, and if we check the mono version of this drop, we can definitely hear that nothing falls off the mix, because our main bass is set to mono and my drums are also set to mono or almost mono, so this drop is mono compatible. And all of the rest basses are pretty much based on this GROWL that we've just synthesized. You can hit the join button below and become a dubstep guru to get an access to all of my in-depth mixing and mastering tutorials that will help you to pump up your music production skills and get more professional sounding. Okay, hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Like this video, leave a comment and subscribe to PHENOMSOUND. This is really helping our community to grow. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and we will see you in my next one. Bye!